The year is 2020, we're in the middle of a global pandemic, and just like everyone else, I'm forced to sit for hours on a new app called TikTok, being force-fed terrible dances and awful music until one day, finally, find something on my For You page that changes my life. This Belarusian post-punk band would explode onto the app, seemingly out of nowhere, creating a gloomy sort of safe haven that guided us through such dark and uncertain times. As well as becoming one of my favourite bands, it made you feel like you had a companion in your misery, like you were understood, and they made it seem real, almost beautiful, in a way that nobody ever had before. Now my For You page was full of fan edits of brutalist architecture in Eastern European post-Soviet countries, along to songs by Kino and Molchat Doma. There are a lot of arguments that glamorising such a life is just ignoring the poverty of it, the misery. But I would argue that it's the opposite. If we have to live like that, why can't we appreciate the beauty of it? We can't escape it, it's always there. Why do those people matter less just because it's a bit ugly to look at or to think of? A lot of people would say that it's comforting because it's something we can all relate to. It's nostalgic, all of our memories are there. To be honest, I'd say that this comment summarises it better than I ever could.
This seems comforting in a weird way.
And I'm going to show you that, despite the best effort of the Western education system, I'm not that different. Salford's the dirty old town that I come from. It's basically just a graveyard for the Industrial Revolution and the old factory district, and it is as grey and gloomy as it looks. But my friends, would you not find me to be quite a hypocrite if I could find the beauty in the buildings in Russia and the rest of Eastern Europe, not in my own hometown when, let's be honest, they're nearly identical. It's photos like these two, no matter what country they're from, that move me the deepest. And one of the reasons is because it reminds me of those lyrics by the Smiths. All those people, all those lives, where are they now? Each window, each light represents an entire life, and it's hard to realise sometimes that other people's lives and existences are just as intense and present as yours are. It's hard to imagine being someone else, or that someone else could feel things the way that you do, could think as profoundly as you do and feel pain the way that you do, that they have as many people around them that they love, all these different memories and all these different stories going on all at once. How could any of them matter any less than you do? Now of course it's not just Manchester in the north that's riddled with council estates and poverty. When I was a teenager I was obsessed with shows like Double Plate Drama and the film Kidulthood by Noel Clarke. Kidulthood came out in 2006 and is a gritty horrible drama set on the mean streets of West London. Kidulthood pulls no punches in its depiction of alienated youth, and it certainly provides fuel for thought regarding the pressures facing today's teens, where a bullied girl takes her own life, her classmates are given the day off school for reflection, but what follows instead is a binge of antisocial and self-destructive behaviour that brings them all to a crisis point. Now I'm aware that this has been a video of comparison so far, and I plan to change absolutely nothing because there comes another one. Now, for the past 5-6 years of being on the Russian side of the internet, I have been aware of a film called Live Forever. And I do wish that my curiosity had stayed curiosity because it did put me in a foul mood, which I should have anticipated considering every Russian artist that I love that has mentioned it, for me to have even heard of it in the first place, said that it was the film that ruined their life when they were children, which, you know, I can understand. Well, that is another comparison. I think I was 12 the first time I watched Kidulthood, and I think that was when my childhood died. So I can imagine that for a lot of Russians, Live Forever was exactly the same. If you've seen both films, which I can't imagine a lot of people have, the comparison is right themselves. It's exactly the same, just in a different part of the world. Equally as depressing, both as important, especially in regards to situations that young people find themselves in. And I think poor young people particularly, it is very helpful in understanding not even just the working class but the underclass. There is one thing that I personally can't understand, is how frustrating it must be to have your entire life, your living conditions, the suffering of your family and your financial state condensed into one 4-letter word in a TikTok comment section. Vibe. Over and over and over again.